Sophia's sister Chloe visited her on Saturday. Chloe had a bunch of exciting news, while Sophia only listened to her sister and complained about life. Right after lunch, Chloe felt unwell and lost consciousness. Sophia called an ambulance. They rushed Chloe to a hospital and hardly had enough time to save her life. It turned out the woman had been poisoned. The police came to Sophia to ask her a couple of questions. The woman was shocked. "We ate the same food. I cooked chicken and made a vegetable salad. Nothing exotic." After examining the food, the police officers arrested Sophia for trying to poison her sister. But how did she do it? The poison was in the bottle with salad dressing. Chloe added some vinaigrette to her dish, while Sophia didn't touch the bottle. Look at these teachers attentively. One of them is an imposter. Can you figure out which teacher is fake? It's the teacher on the left. If you take a closer look, you'll see that she's using lipstick to write the answers on the board. Three friends decided to spend their vacation in Antarctica. They had a great time. Polly didn't like the harsh weather at first, but later, playing in the snow, she felt it was worth it. Pablo spent most of his time taking videos of penguins for his vlog. And Ava got to do some fishing. On their way back, at the airport, security detained one of the friends for trying to smuggle a penguin. Have you noticed which of the friends broke the law? It's Ava. Apparently, she wasn't just fishing on vacation. A penguin's feet are poking out of her backpack. Look at these men attentively. One of them has a girlfriend. Which one is it? It's the guy on the right. Have you spotted a mag with a lipstick stain on the kitchen counter? Jackson came to visit his friend Aiden, whom he hadn't seen for ages. They had a great time, but Jackson had completely forgotten Aiden had one quirk. He loved making up riddles and never let anyone leave his house without cracking one or two of his newest ones. This time, his question was, "What do you swallow that can swallow you?" Can you help Jackson get home? It's already late. The answer is water. Jackson was smart enough to know he wouldn't be able to leave Aiden's house after just one riddle. True to his expectations, another riddle was waiting for him. What is lower with a head on top than without it? Can you help Jackson leave his friend's house? The answer is a pillow. Brian was going on a date when a bucket of red paint fell on him. Brian was hurt and his suit was ruined. Just like his date, Brian managed to catch 3 street artists. Lucas said he didn't want problems, so he was always very careful. Nicholas said that he had just returned after meeting his good friend. Damien said he never threw things at people. Who is responsible for Brian's bad day? Well, Lucas uses spray paints, so he isn't the culprit. We can also see that even though Nicholas uses paints, he doesn't have the red color among the ones he uses. So the one who's responsible for Brian's ruined date is Damien. His brush has some remains of red paint, but there's no bucket with red paint among his supplies. It must have fallen on Brian. Look at these two ladies. They both seem to be wealthy, but only one of them actually is. Can you figure out who's fake rich? It's the girl on the left. She's taking a photo with a luxury car in the background. But there's someone in the driver's seat, and this person looks rather shocked. Mark is taking part in a battle of wits, and the first task is to guess the word. It has 7 letters and is very heavy. But if Mark takes away 2 letters, he'll get 8. If he takes away 1 letter, he'll get 80. What word is it? The right answer is weighty. The next question is even trickier. A man went around the world in a ship, and still he was always in sight of land. How is it possible? It doesn't take Mark long to figure out the man was in a spaceship orbiting Earth. Luna has 2 friends, Jack and Owen. On her birthday, the girl wants to go to the movies with the guys, but they don't know each other, and Luna's worried they might feel uncomfortable. But she doesn't want to spend too much money. Now she's trying to understand what's cheaper: to invite both guys at the same time or go to the movies with each of them in turn. Can you help Luna do the math? It'll cost the girl less to invite her 2 friends at the same time. This way, she'll have to buy only 3 tickets. If she goes with each of them, she'll have to pay for 4 tickets. Jake loved making bets with his friends. Once, he bet that he could put a bottle of water in the middle of his living room and crawl into it. His friends were sure they would win, but somehow, Jake won the bet again. Have you understood how he did it? Well, Jake said he could put a bottle of water in the middle of the room and crawl into it. But he didn't specify if he would crawl into the bottle or into the room, so he simply crawled into the room and won the bet. Look at the man and 2 mermaids in this picture. Can you figure out which mermaid is this guy's wife? Have you spotted a tattoo on the man's neck? It's the letter L, see? And now the mermaid on the right also has a tattoo. It's the letter J. They most likely tattooed the first letters of each other's name, so they must be husband and wife. And now, look at these young people playing beach volleyball. Can you figure out who's not human? It's this girl. If you compare her with her friends, she's the only one who's not sweating and isn't red-faced because of the heat and exertion. You get lost in a forest. It's getting dark. Very soon, wild animals will start their hunt. You see 4 roads. You can choose from the north, south, west, and east, but the north path will take you to a supermassive black hole. The south road goes through a lake full of huge whale sharks. If you take the west road, you'll end up at the edge of a ginormous pit in the ground, which can't be crossed even with the help of a rope. And the east path will bring you to a sky-high mountain. It's impossible to climb over it. Which path should you opt for? You need to follow the south road. Whale sharks aren't dangerous to people, and they will let you swim across the lake without any problems. One day, Detective Larson received a call from his friend Melinda. She told him she'd been out getting groceries, but when she came home, her husband Michael was on the floor unconscious. The detective had 3 suspects. The cook said he'd been in the kitchen all day. The security guard claimed he had spent all morning cleaning the swimming pool and the area around it. The maid told the detective that she'd been tidying the living room since early morning. Larson immediately understood who was behind the accident. How about you? It was the security guard. Cleaning swimming pools doesn't sound like something a security guard would be hired to do. George was going to propose to his girlfriend. He invited his friends to a cafe to show them the engagement ring he had prepared. Once he opened the box and placed it on the table, the lights went off. And when the light came on again, the ring was gone. Look at George's friends and try to figure out which of them took the ring. It was Miranda. At the beginning of the meeting, she wasn't wearing gloves. She must be hiding something.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.